G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 23 of our beginner's Gunslinger Purifier playthrough, where this episode we will be starting Ashes of Malmoth, so we will be heading out to the Birch Village and heading up through into the Gloomwald. But before we do that, I want to go and try my luck with some treasure troves. So, the ones I have easy access to is the Prospector's Trail here, and then we run backwards into the Mountain Deeps, I think it's called, but into this cave, regardless of what it's actually called. Yep, it is the Mountain Deeps. And in here, the treasure trove is in one of 3 locations, so it's relatively easy to just run to those 3 locations, and as long as you don't get gypped by rocks being in the way like this, and like this, it's usually a pretty quick run. Now, I did see that hero there, so I'm going to kill him as well. Let's throw some thermite mines on him, keep the heal active. Scorch Rune leg wraps, probably no good, but let's have a look at them anyway. And we can leave the rest of them. Now, the first place that we can find a treasure trove is actually here. Obviously, it's not there, so we will continue on, and it looks like we're going to have to wrap around for the other ones. That's fine. So, there's another one just up here. Also potentially I think it's ancient, but there's also potentially a totem right here. So totem and treasure trove in this one spot is a distinct possibility. There is actually 4 locations for the treasure trove. I was lying earlier when I said 3. Another one is just along this wall here somewhere. I think it's right in the corner, but don't quote me on that. And let's just get rid of these guys. Okay, and then the last place is right here. So I've successfully found the last potential location where it could have been. What do we get? No blueprints, unfortunately. Blueprints is actually the reason why I'm doing this. We've hit level 70, well, we're 79, but we're above level 75, which is when you start getting the components for seals of whatever. And I want to get my hands on the Seal of Destruction. So I'm going to do a couple of runs like this, most likely not on camera. Right, so the second one is actually in the village of Darkvale, and I do like this run. Ordinarily, I would do this as a totem run. There's a totem here, there's a totem here, there's another totem here, another one here, potentially another one behind the waterfall. I'll go through this in an upcoming video. This is my second favorite loot run. But just for now, I'm going to skip all the totems, although it seems like there isn't many here today. I'm going to skip them all this time, and I'm just going to run into the village because there is always a dynamite, and there is always a treasure trove in the village, and I want to hit those and see if I can't get, like I said, some blueprints for the seals. Once we've done these, we will head into the Gloomwald, where there is 2 more treasure troves. And you'll notice I'm just running past all this. You can stop and kill these. This is a good source of Chthonian seals of binding a lot of the time. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any because, you know, I'm recording, so of course I get nothing. But this village is usually pretty good for getting Chthonian seals. It's not the best place I've found, but it is fairly high on the list. This is your dynamite, it's always here. You can see the treasure trove up there on the map. So this is one potential location. Did get a blueprint. Treasure troves are really good for blueprints. They will usually drop you a blueprint if you have any available. The last category, the last rarity of blueprints, I cannot drop from treasure troves. Treasure trove could have also been here. So yeah, the rarest of blueprints, and that's going to be, oh, there's a triple rare for us. Runecasters is not a good prefix to go with that, but of the Abyss is quite good for that item. That item will be quite good for my bits balance. Just in this room here, in this little corner here, is another potential location for the treasure trove. And then the last location is going to be down here, in the very last building before you get to Zarya, and it'll be just in this corner here. So this looks pretty good as well, actually. Warped is damage. Warding is the one I was thinking of, which is, I think, Aether and Chaos Resistance. And then Shattered Reality, I'm pretty sure, is Chaos Res. That's actually not awful. I will, of course, be selling it, rather than using it. Those are the, I guess, the two treasure troves that I go looking for when I'm looking for treasure troves. There is a bunch of them in Act 1, usually in the, like, the crypts underneath the estates and such. But they have very kind of random spawn locations. I will actually go to the one good location to look for treasure troves in Act 1. And that is the little hidden island. And I'm only going to go there because we are pretty much going to run straight past it anyway. So when you come across the bridge, hopefully you won't have a rock here like I do. If you don't have a rock, you can just run straight through there. As you can see though, I do have a rock, so let's go around the rock. And so we have to come all the way to the top of the house, and then we can go out here. And let's just turn that off so I don't keep shooting barrels. I haven't noticed it be a problem yet, but it's gonna happen at some point. So we'll nip it in the bud. Okay, run through here. Now this is a dangerous domain, so monsters can't be slowed. I don't think I care. But you can get some nasty stuff on that. And it's generally worth it to just have a quick look. I definitely forget to check these things all the time. But best practices and all that, definitely check them when you see them. Just so you can be ready for it. But one on its own typically is not going to kill you. It's when you start getting 3, 4, 5 of them. Alright, so we're at the end here. Let's just shoot a few of these. Not expecting any good loot, but, you know, can't hurt to shoot them. And this is one of the secret areas in Act 1. This is Hallowed Hill. And there is an exalted shrine, or sorry, an exalted chest on this island. I can't remember if I already got it though. We'll have a look. We're going to be visiting all the areas where it can spawn anyway. So even if I have previously got it, I need to run past those areas again anyway. So there is a spawn point just here around this little bonfire. It's not here. And like I said, I can't actually remember if I've been here, so I may have already got this one. But potentially, you can have 2 treasure troves on this island. There's a 1 in, what is it, 1 in 6 or something chance to have both of them. This may have been the exalted stash, or the exalted chest, where it would be. I can't remember the exact spawn locations, but the island is quite small. You can generally run around and check most, if not all, of the spawn locations. Even if you don't know where they are, if you just run around the edge of the island, you're going to walk past all of them. So I did get 1 treasure chest, which is nice. 1 treasure trove. Blood of Chthon and a Vitality and Aether damage set, which is obviously not what I'm after. And I'm probably not going to get the second treasure trove, because it is quite rare to get them. To get them both, that is. Yeah, I haven't got them both. And that's fine, because 1 is more than the 0 I would have got from not coming here. Let's go ahead and use that. And I did get a Blood of Chthon as well, which is pretty good. Let's actually go back to the Burrich Village Rift. And then we just head north again, and we're going to run across the same bridge as we did before, and head into Ashes of Malmouth content, which is, of course, going to be the Gloomwald. And the Gloomwald is the best place for a fresh character to farm a fresh account, or a fresh first level 100, or if you're playing solo self-end like I do, this is the place to farm. Or at least it's one of 2 that I've found that is, I guess, kind of joint the best, depending on a few things. So if you happen to have huge amounts of chaos resistance, say you've got, you know, 1 or 2 items that give you plus to maximum on chaos and vitality resistance, then you're going to want to do the the Blood Grove up through Darkvale Gate. That's going to be the best place for you to farm, because you're highly resistant to the damage types that are going to be thrown at you. If you don't have something like that though, and even maybe if you do, it's about the same amount of time to farm the Gloomwald. You will get potentially one additional totem if you farm Bloodgrove, but you will get guaranteed one extra treasure trove if you farm the Gloomwald. So either one is good, or alternate between them so you're not staring at the same jungle for, you know, a couple of hours straight. Regardless though, I do think this is one of the best places in the game to farm for a fresh character who maybe can't do Shattered Realm, or if you're playing solo self-found like I do, maybe you haven't yet done the grind. This was the triple rare that we picked up, so of the Abyss is going to be your chaos damage and stuff there, and the Runecasters is going to be all the elemental stuff. I was expecting an elemental proc on that, but looks like we don't get one. So that's fine. I also got a really nice drop the other day when I was running just a quick farming run. Took me 2 hours for a quick farming run, but I got a, what was it, Houndmaster's Bloodsworn Codex of I think it was Cage Souls. It looked like a really good item for a Conjurer anyway. But unfortunately, I don't have a Conjurer that's level 100 yet. So, on the list. Alright, so I'm going to do my usual path through the Gloomwald. This guy apparently doesn't believe in fire damage. You're made out of wood. Why are you not dying? Alright. So just up here, there is a treasure trove, or a potential treasure trove location. See this plant here? Just behind that is where the treasure trove can spawn. There's level 80, which is good. Let's get rid of these plants so they'll stop spitting acid at me. You can already see the totem up there on the map. I'm definitely going to be doing that. So this particular totem, I believe, is just a regular one. Might be Forsaken. No, it's just regular. Cool. And we got the plant hero. One of them, anyway. There's a double rare. Dominators is good for pets. Also quite good because it comes with physical resistance. And then of Void Fire, not so great. And it's not an MI, so that's also not so great. One thing I will check here as well is beasts. If you have Nemesis, this area is absolutely peppered with locations that Chupacabra likes to visit. We're not at that point yet on this character though, so I don't have to worry about Chupacabra yet. Alright, and everybody's down, so what do we get? I'm definitely taking damage from something. Vortex of Souls, two-handed gun. I've actually found a lot of two-handed guns lately. And two-handed mace there. Dagger. Marauder's Fury. This could be worth... no. I'll have a look at it, but I don't think that's worth using. Maybe if I had the whole set, it could be worth using. So Fury and Justice are going to be the two guns. No, I don't think so. Even with the full set, I probably wouldn't use it. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to have a look at what the set bonuses are. Essence of the Grim Dawn. Why do I have it in my head that this is a pretty good amulet? I'm not sure. There was probably some build I was looking at that used that. Right, so from the treasure trove and the totem, run down here, rejoin the road. And then we're going to come around here, and I'm actually going to leave Nane's stash for now. Normally I would do it as I get to it, but I do want to do a low-car run on one of my characters and make a guide for it, so I'll probably do that on either this character or the Paladin. But for now, I'm going to leave Nane's stash over there. If you're playing along for some reason, Nane's stash is inside this chest, or the note that sends you to find Nane's stash is inside that chest. It will give you a quest, and will get you a dynamite location further up in the Gloomwald, where you can get a exalted chest behind it, and also access to the start of one of the secret quests. So in the Decrepit Cellar here is a very dangerous monster, I guess, which I will come back to when we're heading over to see her, because I've just seen the totem, and this is an ancient spirit totem. So I am kind of tempted to not mess with this one. I do know that this one comes with the really nasty undead, and that being the undead monstrosities and such. So this is a little bit of a risk to click on this, but c'est la vie and all that. Let's see what we can do. Turn the loot off so I can more properly see what's going on. I am killing them. I think I'm going to be okay, but it's always a risk when you click on an ancient totem. Let's see the loot. There's a lot of blues. Dager's Hood. We've also got a Blueprint, Turin's Step, Massacre, and Bloodhound Greaves. So actually none of these are really what I'm after. Probably not going to use any of them. The Lapis Manticora, an amulet with no skills on it, but it does have a bleeding proc, so I guess if you're playing a bleeding build it could be good. Just see if we can Tetris the inventory a little bit. That's probably about as good as it gets. Alright, we'll pick up all this stuff. Nothing really caught my eye here in terms of prefixes and suffixes, so we will just be on our way. Right, oh hello. Virulent Growth, the diseased version. So we've already had the fire one and the poison one, and we'll probably get the lightning one at some point. Okay, so at the top of this here is Avarice. 50% chance she's here. 100% chance I'm probably, well, maybe not 100%. I'll give her a shot, but I won't be surprised if I actually can't kill her. The damage is quite low on this character, and she heals herself. Does look like she's not home though, which is nice. She spawns kind of right here, and you will know she's there because she has a big glowing skull above her character model. And she is decently dangerous. I wouldn't say she's super dangerous, but if you're at close range, she does have a excuse me, she does have a shotgun. So that could be an issue. I do see the treasure trove here. This is one of two potential locations, the other one being just over here. We got Runic Braces and Grim Harvest. We'll take a look at the Runic Braces. That's the mythical version, which I already have one of, so... Oops, where'd I put it? What'd I do? Oh, there they are. So whichever one of these is better. This has got a lot more health, a little bit more defensive ability, same poison, more aether, less chaos. Honestly, I think I'll just keep the ones I had lined up. Okay. Yep, more meat for the stew. Unfortunately, this meat's got legs and guns, but legs at the moment. Alright, so we come out of the other side of there. We've got another devotion shrine here, as well as the second potential location of the treasure trove here. Health is definitely yo-yoing a little bit here. So we had at least two hero tree golem things there. We've also got a trap, and we don't have the treasure trove, so there's only one place remaining where it could be. So I guess it's good that I know where it is now. There we go. You can do that devotion shrine if you want. It's a fight shrine, so you will get some loot out of it, as well as some XP. These golems take forever to die. I would have swore they had a weakness to fire, but I could be wrong about that. Alright, if you haven't already done the totem back at the very start of the Gloomwald, you'll find another one, or you'll find the second of 3 locations it can be, right here. I've already done it, obviously, so I can't get it again. Probably should spend the skill points for level 80 as well at some point. Alright, we were just going for brimstone at this point. I think that's pretty much going to be the end of my skill points. When you are here, make sure to duck over here and get this rotting stump. And yes, I see the star on the map. We'll be back for him. The third potential location, after we kill this arcane guy, he's getting healed. That's not fun. Oh, and we've got Pakla as well. So normally I mention here that this is a quite dangerous area, and this is the reason why. Not so much the arcane, but you can get this. You can get 3 heroes. You can get Pakla, and later on you can get a another hero Wendigo here. So Pakla's down. Pakla does a lot of damage. That's the Seal of Destruction. That is exactly what I was trying to get. So let's go see what it takes. 8 Ugdenblooms. Okay, and I need 2 of those. Here is the last location for the treasure trove, so good thing we've got that. Okay, Seal of Destruction. Where is it? There we go. 16 Ugdenblooms total. 8 void-touched ammos, 8 polished emeralds, 8 chip claws, 8 battered shells. The last 3 will be no problem. The void-touched ammo should be no problem. Let's go... We'll continue on until we get to the next rift gate. What are you? You're reflective. Lovely. Reflecting all of the dots back to us. There. That's fine. Just wait for that to wear off, and then we can walk away. Alright, so this is Garrett Torvin. We just take the top option until there's no other option, and he's fine. Now, I'm going to more or less skip the top left half of this area. The only things over there is Nain's Stash, if you're doing the quest, and a treasure trove spawn location that... or sorry, a totem spawn location for a totem that I've already got. So we're going to skip that. I'm just going to say there's nothing up there for us, and we'll skip it. Okay, let's vendor all of the stuff we don't need, which is pretty much everything. Yep, not really expecting any huge damage increases from MIs at this point. I think I've pretty much resigned myself to either getting one of the many blue guns that do fire damage, or a purple gun at this point. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have the guns that I have until level 94. Okay, Tonic of Reshaping, good to have. Let's see how many Ugdenblooms we have. So if we just do a search for... That's really annoying sometimes. Just do a search for Seal. Seal of Destruction, we can't make any. Okay, Void Touched Ammo is going to be something we craft. We've got tons of Ugdenblooms, which is nice. So if we just do Void Touched Ammo, and I need 8 of these. So, doesn't look like much, but 8 4s, is that 30, 32? 32 Aether Crystals, a bunch of these doesn't matter because we're not using those anyway. But also the bits will start to pile up. But that's fine because we just got a very large damage boost. So the Stormfire, I'll put it on, but I'm not really expecting to use it heaps. The main increase you're getting from this is the 8 to 13 flat fire damage, whereas what we had before was 5 to 7, so considerably more. Also got higher percentages on there, also got crit damage on there, so pretty happy about that. And what was our augment? We got Homestead augments, so Void Vine Powder. Let's just go grab 2 more of those. Although now that I think about it, I probably have some in the bank. That's fine, we'll just use these. Okay, is it this one? Nope. There we go, 2 Void Vine powders. Then we go back to DC. And we are going to keep the item. And keep the item. We'll put our Seals of Destruction on there. Chuck our Void Vine back on. There we go. Damage upgrade. Didn't check what it was before I did it, so I can't prove it's an upgrade, but you just have to trust me. The Stormfire ability, where are we? Here we go. Does this. It's basically a fireball that does lightning damage as well. Does it have any crowd control on it? No. Pretty sure it explodes when you hit something though. Let's throw it at one of these. Ah yeah, there you go. Not an explosion. Just little meteors coming out. I'm probably going to regret checking this, but it's only just a little bit less than our Fire Strike. Alright, that's fine. We can pretend that that doesn't exist. I'll probably never cast it again. Okay, Gloomwald Crossing. This next little section, I've kind of already gone through the little farming route here a couple of times, but I did just use a bunch of Ugdenblooms. So I'm gonna do most of it again, just to kind of restock on Ugdenblooms. And I do like XP, so we may as well shoot these guys. Okay, so the Ugdenbloom farming route kind of starts here. Although I guess you could say it started back at the Gloomwald crossing rift there. You got these rotting stumps, and they drop Ugdenblooms. So there's one here, and that's there every game. There's another one here. It's also here every game. They don't always drop Ugdenblooms, and they can drop 2. So you get between 0 and 2. I think it usually averages out to 1 each, but it's maybe not quite that much. So 1, 2... head down, and then you can come over here, under this little overpass. And there's usually a trap in here, so I'll have to shoot some things, I'm sure. There it is. There we go. This hidden spoils, you only get it one time. After this, it'll just be a generic chest. Here's our Coven cache. Words are hard today. And a rotting stump. Now, I've only got the 1 out of that. What are we up to? Yeah, 2 total. So, there's, what, 2 more, I think, in this little run. So come across here, and then head south around the corner. Here's another one. Now, this one happens to have been a trap. You can tell beforehand if they're going to be traps, because they'll have red outlines. But, you should kill them anyway. The plant golem things do sometimes drop Ugdenblooms on their own. And that is the other kind of viable, let's say, way of getting Ugdenblooms, is killing the tree golem things. And then this is going to be your last one in the area. So, starting from the rift, run down here. There's one here, down, cross down, into the secret area, there's another one there. Back up here, across, and then down. There's another one just here. And then down here to this last one. If this was a level 100 character and I was trying to farm them, I would now head to the, what's the rift in the middle of the swamp? I think it's just called the Ugdenbog Rift. I would now head to there and kind of head back towards the Ancient Grove. There's a few on the way back, and then also there's a bunch of them in the Ancient Grove before the Skeleton Key. So you can get a decent number of them doing that. I really should make a video kind of putting all this farming stuff in one place. I do have that video, but it's quite old, and the quality is... Well, let's just say that it was one of the very first videos that I made. The audio quality is not great. Okay, so we're here for Carax's Fowl. We need his heart. And he lives in this cave right here. There we go. So the Den of Caraxus is a really big figure 8 area. Just going to shoot everything on the way in. And you could take the other exit on the way out. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to come back out the way I went in. See that Ugdenbloom just dropped from the big guy there. This guy may potentially drop me another one, but I think the drop chance on these is a little bit low. So the best place, or the best way I've found, is to go where they're guaranteed, and that's going to be the mossy stumps or whatever they are. Okay, so we've got Carax's Fowl here. Now, if I was playing a soldier, I would be very, very happy, because he is guaranteed to drop me a +1 soldier MI belt. I'd be kind of a little bit disappointed by this one, but, you know, free belt. Also over here is potentially a totem. It's not there this time. And I did say I was going to go back out the way I came in, so let's just do that. Skip all the little crabbies over there. Did I grab the heart? I did. Good. Now that we've killed him, we will head on over to the... did I not pop that? I didn't. We'll head on over to the Coven, do a bunch of quest-related things there, and then we'll be on our way into the Ugdenbog. So we've already killed Pakla, and Pakla is kind of the only thing in this area that's a little bit scary. So I'm not too worried about the rest of the Gloomwald. I think the one actual dangerous area in the Gloomwald was where I fought Pakla, and we don't have the quest to make that really dangerous, because there's also a quest Wendigo that can spawn there. You can potentially have seven, I think 7, maybe 6 hero or quest hero type monsters in that area. Can be a little bit scary. I guess we'll hang on to that for a little bit. Will I? I don't know, I don't think I'm ever going to use this. Maybe if I had the 3 set, that flat fire damage might be worth it. We'll hang on to it for a little bit. Level 80. Do we get any gear at level 80? That's a good question. Waiting on 84 for that ring. Still got these 2. Yeah. I think they can stay there. Alright, let's get the XP clothes on. And we'll go talk to Garadia. Okay, and I've clicked the wrong option, unfortunately. There we go. The other thing is, I think, a witch's bargain here. I think we rescued the witch back in the Bloodmoor, so see her on the map here in a second if I did. Yep, there she is. So, Ralia here. Appreciate that. So, 10,000 XP and 375 reputation. How is our Coven rep, actually? Honored already. Okay, so we're nearly revered with the Coven, which will be good. And let's go ahead and get this hidden spoils. If I click things, it would be good. And we already got the lore notes back in normal. Okay, so that is the Coven area done. Let's just go ahead and chuck all this back on, and then back into stash. Yeah. I am actually going to go and bank all this extra stuff.
See you around. I'll keep your stash safe.
Clear out the old inventory. So yeah, pretty happy with the Seal of Destruction drop. Really didn't expect to get it. Very happy that I did.
Can't do that yet.
And yeah, like I said, very surprised. Was not expecting it. Alright. So, out here, we want to kill Venom Gaze Basilisks. Blaze, Crest, Banth, Misery. I don't think we want any of that. These guys, the yellow named basilisks have a quest we want, or a quest item we want. That is a caster offhand. Yes, so quest item from them we want is also the Leaf Main Alphas have the other half of that quest, and we'll need an Ancient Heart at some point. Also for the same quest. You don't typically have much in the way of trouble when it comes to getting those drops, so I'm not too worried about it. But it is better to just have it already done, rather than be stuck looking for it later on. We will head into... is it Janaxia or Laria? Janaxia. We'll go say hi to Janaxia. Janaxia's den's a good place to farm for bound wraiths and such. The wraith offhands a good farm here. There you go, enslaved wraith. So if you're looking for one of those, this is probably the best place I've found to farm them. You do get a decent number of the yellow named wraiths. Also, as you can see there is the totem. There's I think there's some hidden loot over here as well. Okay, Bone Chill here may drop the Leaf Main Alpha horn that I'm after. I think he can anyway, I'm not sure. Maybe he can't drop it because he's part of a totem. Alright, and totem complete, question mark? There we go. Okay, I see a purple item. Rhymestone leg guards. And the eye, which is a helmet. No, it's a two-handed gun. Okay, no. No, we're not going to use those pants. We'll sell those. And let's go ahead and spin the camera, so you can see just here. Nice little hidden spoils. Pick that up. Got our 2 random rare or better items. And we'll be on our way. Alright, so Janaxia is just a generic boss. She does a lot of vitality damage from memory. So, should die relatively easily. Looks like bleeding as well. She may actually be entirely bleeding, now that I'm thinking about it. But, yep, she's dead, so that's one quest that we won't have to do later. Purging Gaze. Let's do... No. Eventually I'm going to get around to farming a new hat as well. It's only 25 levels out of date. How's our armor looking? Yeah, helmet's a massive hole in our armor.
I can't do that yet.
Definitely need to go get myself a new helmet. Alright, so at this point, there's pretty much nothing left until we get to the next rift gate. So we just head north at this point. I say nothing left. But here I am, staring at a totem. Let's turn that loot off so I can see what's going on. Make sure I'm always standing in the Inquisitor Seal. Does seem to counteract, at least partially, all the goop that's on the ground. There we go. Everybody's dead. I win. That's a purple. Riftwarp. Riftwarp Grasp, so Vitality and Chaos. Mark of Divinity is a metal. Have a look at that one. I think I prefer the current metal with the +3 to Thermite Mines, but it's definitely worth having a look. Less damage from Aether, Corruptions, and Ethereals is very, very nice. Health is always good. Regen, all res. Or elemental res, rather. Plus 3% maximum elemental res is definitely good to have. And then you also get a circuit breaker there. 100% damage absorption for 3 seconds. That is actually a pretty solid metal. 6 Ancient Hearts. Sanctuary, which is a relic. I mean, it's not cheap. but that is a pretty solid metal. So, like I said, we're heading north. I will kill the leaf mains for the quest item if I can get it from them. I think you actually specifically need leaf main alphas, though. Unfortunately, no Ugdenbloom for me. Okay, ghost crabs. I like ghost crabs because they have my belt. Standing in damage at the moment, which is not great. The Inquisitor Seal's the only reason my health isn't melting at the moment. Alright, we are not going to go and do the Logorian's bigger, uglier, colder brother. He can stay up there all by himself. There's nothing from him that I want. And potentially he could actually kill this character. I would even say there's a decent chance that we would die to him. So, just gonna skip him. Oh, there's another trap. Hang on. You look like you might have a quest item for me. Unfortunately not. There is one more... where is it? There it is. I was gonna say there's one more rotting stump just here. Need to replenish my Ugdenbloom supplies after spending 16 of them. Okay, we're just heading north. Still just heading north. Pretty much nothing until we get to Hello. Okay, well, no. We are backing off. That was a pile of elites, plus also Bargol here. I don't really want to fight all of them at the same time, but it is looking like I'm not going to have a choice. Let's see if we can kill off their friends first. Alright, definitely get the little ones first. Ruh-roh. Okay, healing potion's down. Let's see if we can get the defender. Alright, here we go. I think we're okay. Healing potion down again.
Can't do that yet.
Healing potion still on cooldown. Word of renewal on cooldown. Okay, what did we drop? Looks like nothing, actually. I mean, bunch of, where are they? Ugdenblooms? Only 3, actually. I think I saw 1 drop. Alright, well, that was a bit of excitement. Don't forget this one right here. I guess we can kill all these trees. There we go, there's another Ugdenbloom. Okay, I can see the rift gate there. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And actually I'm going to end the episode here. So we will cover the rest of the Ugdenbog and probably Barrowhome in the next episode. But for now, that'll be it for this episode. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.